The Turbine Art Fair is fast becoming one of South Africa's prominent events in the creative industry. Every year, creatives and those who support them gather in Newtown, Johannesburg to exhibit and appreciate the African artistic scene. Expresso visits the Turbine Art Fair especially for our Africa Channel viewers and chats to the director Glynis Hayslop to learn more about this unique platform.
Young artists are fortunate to have platforms to showcase their work, but few provide guidance on professional practice like the Fresh Produce program.
2017 is the 5th year of the Turbine Art Fair, and we're absolutely thrilled so far by how many people have been here and how the fair has grown. And I think that each year we've added more special projects, something more exciting. And what's absolutely fabulous is how the galleries have developed and sold more and more work. The growing number of people that come to our fair and the incredible diversity of people that come to our fair seems to me to indicate that there's really a great interest in art and a really growing interest in art in South Africa. It's actually extremely encouraging. But I suppose we live in a design-focused world, with pictures being the way we operate. Well, the vision of the fair is to develop emerging artists, but we realized early on that you can't develop young artists without having a market to buy their work. We have two special projects that are very specifically focused on developing young artists. One of the projects to develop young artists is a project called Fresh Produce, and that is a project which is a call for young artists. They go through a mentorship and then they have the opportunity to show on the fair. What is really interesting is to see some of those artists who've been on previous fairs exhibiting with galleries in later years. The second project that we have is a young painters exhibition, a graduate show. So it's differentiated from the previous one in that there are painters who will have gone through a university or tertiary education. I think this year it's an outstanding collection of painters. This year we have 6 installations. We choose them from artists who put forward proposals, and we look for something interesting. I suppose the standout of this year is a beaded Casper, with 60 million beads on it. It's really a thing of great beauty, and it's amazing how someone's vision to turn what was a vehicle of oppression into a celebration of what we do best in South Africa. What's interesting about the African art market right now is how hot it's become worldwide. There are dedicated auctions on African art. I think it's really hot. There are specific fairs in Europe now that focus on African art. I think that there's so much influence from Africa on some of the earlier 20th century masters that has come full circle to going back to the roots and looking to see how creative we are. But Africa itself is an incredibly creative place. It's difficult to be a young artist, so we need to have things like fairs, which create a platform for them. We need funding from both government, we need funding from corporates, and many of the corporates do that, but we need to continue those and build on what's gone before.
With guidance from experienced peers, these emerging talents herald a new generation of art that South Africa can be proud of.